my wonderful and intelligent students. I welcome you to our today's class. The topic for today is the themes of Chigbo Ugbwuoke's OGADIMMA, the Diary of a Housemaid. Themes of Ugbwuoke's OGADIMMA, the Diary of a Housemaid. In our today's class, we shall be looking at the meaning of themes. Also, we will look at the various themes of the novel OGADIMMA, the Diary of a Housemaid. Let's look at the definition of theme. What is a theme? If you like, what are themes? Themes are the main idea of a play or a novel. The main idea of a play or a novel. That is the lesson that you learn from a play or a novel. Sometimes, when you are taught a story, or when you are told a story, or you watch a movie, and you are asked to explain the lessons not from that story that you were told. Those lessons you learned usually center around the idea and the message that that particular story is trying to buttress. So themes are usually the message that a play is passing to you, the ideas that a play is passing to you. That is what themes mean. Now let's look at the various themes of the novel OGADIMMA, the Diary of a Housemaid. Let's look at the various themes. The novel has so many themes, and the themes of the novel include: 1. Negative effects of forced marriage. Negative effects of forced marriage. We also have the theme of child labor and abuse. Child labor and abuse. Also, we have the theme of wickedness. Theme of wickedness. Again, we also have another theme. Theme of determination. Theme of determination. These are some of the themes of the novel. Theme of negative effect of forced marriage, child labor, wickedness, and theme of determination. We are going to take all these themes one after the other. First, by looking at the negative effects of forced marriage. Let's look at the negative effects of forced marriage. In the novel, OGADIMMA Saved the African Womb, we could see the man Ude, who is married to Mabel. However, their marriage is not born out of love. Rather, they married each other because their parents forced them into marriage. So, such a marriage you would agree with me, will not last long, since the underpinning of the marriage is not love. Since the marriage is not founded on love, rather they were compelled to marry one another, because Ude's father had made an agreement with Mabel's father so that their children would get married. Again, no sooner had the marriage produced Ogadi than the marriage crashes. So, and this divorce between Ude and Mabel rubs off on Ogadi, the little girl, who is a product of this marriage. Let's look at the theme of child labor and abuse. Of course, you are aware that Mabel and Ude were forced to marry each other, and after the marriage had produced a child, Ogadi, then there is a divorce, owing to the fact that Ude is unable to take care of his family due to his laziness and his addiction to alcohol. So, the little Ogadi is left with no option other than to live with her stepmother. And that is after the divorce between her mother Mabel and her father Ude. The name of her stepmother is Onome, and she suffered so many abuse in the hands of Onome. There is a time when Ogadi fell sick of malaria. Yet, Onome compelled her to hawk vegetable for her despite her illness. Again, she sends Ogadi to Abuja to stay with Madanago, where she hawks bones for the woman. All these are instances of child labor. We also have the theme of wickedness. The theme of wickedness. Who is wicked in the novel? Of course, Onome is a wicked woman, Ogadi's stepmother, who forced Ogadi, even when Ogadi is sick of malaria, forced her to hawk for her. She beats Ogadi at will. Whenever the father is around, she treats Ogadi with care. But when the man is not around, she treats Ogadi like a semi-slave. Ogadi has little or no rights in the hands of her stepmother, Onome. Again, Madanago also represents a wicked woman who subjects Ogadi to hard labor, accuses Ogadi of stealing her money. Because there is a day when she asks Ogadi to hawk for her without food in the morning. Ogadi had to eat some of the bones and also take some money to get water. And when the money is not complete, Mrs. Nago accuses Ogadi of stealing her money. When Mrs. Nago's daughter, Cordelia, falls sick, she consults a prophet of Jah. And the prophet tells her that there is a witch among her girls. She accuses Ogadi of witchcraft and even sends her out of the house. Before that, she whips Ogadi with koboko whip. We also have another team of determination. Who are the persons determined in the novel? Who are persons that are determined in the novel? In the novel, Mabel shows great determination to succeed in life. Even though she married to Ode initially, since Ode could not take care of her, nor even made his leaking bamboo roof, Mabel decides to take her destiny into her own hands. She runs away from the marriage, determined to go to school. Her parents registered her in school in Asaba. And later on, she had a very good result and starts working in a chamber belonging to Barrister Bello. The man has interest in her and decides to marry her and also ensure she goes back to school to study law. And eventually she becomes a lawyer and an owner of a big jewelry shop. Also, Ogadi is a workaholic. She works very hard, despite the fact that she knows that Madam Mabel Beno is her biological mother. That didn't stop her from reading hard. She works hard and is admitted to study medicine in the University of Jos. And thereafter becomes a medical doctor. This all shows that we can achieve anything in life if we are determined. Apart from the themes that we discussed, there are also other themes of the novel. And these themes include the theme of laziness and poverty. Of course, laziness and poverty talks about the man, Ode, who is very lazy and poor. Immediately after the death of his father, Ode inherits most of the late father's landed property. As sooner than one would expect, Ude started selling off the landed property, used the proceeds from the sold landed property for drinking. He drinks morning and evening. He drinks all the time. And so lazy that he resorts to doing nothing other than drinking and drinking and drinking. He could not take care of his wife. He could not mend his leaking roof. He is a lazy bone. We also have the theme of suffering and triumph. Mabel and Ogadi represent this theme. Despite all the suffering, despite all that both Mabel and Ogadi goes through, they triumph in the end. This shows that no matter what you are going through as a person, when you work hard and you are determined, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Only you can stop you. Nothing can stop you except if you allowed yourself to be stopped. We also have the theme of kindness. The person that portrays this theme is Mrs. Mabel Bello. She is a kind woman. When Ogadi is arrested and prosecuted before the magistrate, she had pity on Ogadi. Then she didn't know the poor little girl is her biological daughter. When she is eventually set free, Mrs. Mabel takes Ogadi to her house, register her in school, and ensure that she is adequately taken care of. What a very kind woman Mrs. Mabel is. In conclusion, we must take note that there is nothing in life that is difficult to achieve if we are determined. Again, we must not just accept what life throws at us. At all times, we must be determined, just like Mabel and Ogadi, to put our destiny in our own hands. We must resolve to work hard and be successful in life. We could say that despite the suffering that Mabel and Ogadi go through in the novel, the end actually, we could see that they emerged victors. When Mrs. Mabel became a lawyer, Ogadi a medical doctor. What a twist of fate for mother and daughter. In life, we can achieve anything if we believe and if we are determined to work hard. Thank you very much.